All right, I'm going to make a quick video on how I configured the gear widget, and I can get into the canopy just a little bit. And also you can see that I've got brake shield temperature sensor widgets, and then also an HDX battery widget. So once you see how I've done a couple of these, it's pretty much the same thing. You just modify the widget as necessary in the display, whether you want a bar or a indicator or a dial or whatever. But anyway, go into setup mode by holding buttons 7 and 8. And one thing you'll need to do for your gear is tell it that your aircraft has retractable landing gear. Oh, and you can also change it to pusher. And then there's the retract setting there, and you can set your speeds. I've got mine for landing gear check speed is 95 knots and overspeed is 125. Of course, you can do well over 125 knots for not hurting anything. But the nice thing about having it set lower like that is if you forget to raise your gear when you're taking off, you'll get a gear overspeed alert. And let's see, what else do we have here? Waiting balance, maintenance logs, all real handy stuff. Anyway, we'll back up the menu here a little bit. Didn't mean to do that. I just need to go back and I'll exit. So now we'll go to the EMS setup, and you get this input sensor mapping, and this is where your inputs are to your EMS 220, and you can see canopy and gear are mapped over here, and if I scroll to the next page, you would see some of the other widgets like the temperature sensors and so forth. So we'll cancel out of this screen. But anyway, that's whichever pin you're connecting your canopy or gear to is mapped here. So that's one requirement. And you go to your sensor setup. And this can be a little bit fun, but it's programmable. So here you can see the canopy, HDX, where's the gear contact. On this, you could do multiple logic states like up, down, and transition. I was trying to keep mine somewhat simple, so basically I just am using 2 of the bands. So notice range 1 is no, 2 is no, 3 is no. So I'm just using 4 and 5. And so range 4 is enabled, the color is green, and the name is down. So that's what shows up on the widget is down. And the other one is range 5 is yes, and the name is up, and the color is yellow, and the voltage sensed is if it's below 2.9 volts to ground, the gear is up, versus if it's above 3.8 and below 5 volts, the gear is down. So depending on whether you run it through a relay or whatever you're sensing, is how you would set your bands up. And then you edit your screens. So there's the 100%, 50% bottom. So you can create these widgets, and over here I've got the gear, canopy, brake temp, and the vertical power, and thought I had HDX on here somewhere. We'll go to the 50% page. So HDX, canopy, gear, brake, and the bottom strip. Canopy, gear, brakes, HDX. I believe that is all of the pages that you need to hit in order to create. And then there is a sensor debug page, so it can show you what the sensors are saying as far as voltages. That's going to be pretty handy when you're calibrating your fuel gauges and things like that too, or if you're having trouble. For instance, I discovered that I had transposed left and right fuel gauges by using this page. So anyway, hope that helps. Thanks, bye.